Hey guys, it's Sarah here from New England Junk Journals, coming on for what I think is going to be my first video of 2025. Happy New Year's, everybody. Long story short, I had a video for this months ago, but it was like in bits and pieces and hadn't been edited together. And then I needed to do my drop sale, and I had to do that in bits and pieces. And in order to compile it all in my video editor, which is on my phone, I had to make some tough choices and get rid of some videos that had already been in the works, you know, bits and pieces. So I'm going to just do it all over again anyway, because I need some more fabric tags. And that is what we're going to be making. I'm going to add the hashtag Ready Set Stash, which has been hosted by and created by Meg at Chasing Retro. Last year she did some prompts for September, October, and November, and I was only able to do a couple of those videos, but I don't think she'll mind if it goes into 2025. I think that these prompts for mass making different stash builders, yeah, I think that's totally something that we can just run with. And I know she has a playlist of all kinds of videos that have already been done, and that's on her channel. So after the drop sale, this is the day after doing all of the invoicing, yada yada yada, I want to make some pretty fabric tags. If you purchase something from me via Etsy or the Maker's Market or whatever, I try to include some pretty fabric tags. Some are collaged, or some, if they're really pretty like this, I may leave just to showcase some of this pretty fabric. So we'll see. There'll be a bit of both. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit and kind of mass make. If it gets too long, I'll probably edit this and like speed up the video of putting them together, but then I'll get them to the sewing machine, sew all around them, and then maybe show you how I collage some of them. So yeah, I'm just gonna jump in. Hopefully I can stay like on this mat here. This is kind of, this is a divider from a wallpaper sample book. So hopefully I can just try to mass make these. I made some before and I wasn't super happy with how they came out, but I thought I would show like that they were part of the sample book by leaving the little piece on the bottom. And I don't know if it's that I don't like, or the fact that I used like a really light index card instead of the file folder, but something about it I just didn't like. So these ones I'll probably just do square like this. So, bit of a catch-up video. I'm hoping to put this one out, what's today? Today I think is the 7th. Sometime soon. So either today, Tuesday the 7th, or maybe I'll put it out Wednesday. But I kind of want to put it out before my other videos, just to have it as like a, you know, like 2025 introductory video. I have actually 4 thrifty videos that I completely forgot to schedule, and let me see if I can tilt this a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so the next the next 3 or 4 Thrifty Thursday videos are actually all pre-recorded from 2024. So I had uploaded them and then just forgot to schedule them. So yeah, I love these. These all came out of a vintage fabric sample book. I've gotten, oh, I don't know, probably like a dozen of these smaller ones from my sister, and they are really, really, really nice. They're not all fabrics that I would consider, like I wouldn't have bought them, I don't think. But I think in the right application, they're gonna be really cool. A lot of them are more, I would consider like more masculine colors, or just more like dark colors. I think these were from the 90s, vintage from the 90s, but I'm not 100% sure how vintage they were. Let's see, let me get my brayer. I'm not super concerned that they're gonna be stuck down because I will go over them with sewing, but that is so cute. I'll do the edges with pinking shears. This has a nice, it's like almost like corduroy feel to it. It's all ribbed. And I've cut these down to, I think it's 2 3/4 by 5 3/8, I believe. They're just a nice thank you tag size. I usually stamp them with a nice little thank you stamp. And I usually leave them blank so that you can use them however you want. But I think the ones that I'm going to send out this time, I'm going to use that like I would normally use a note card. So I'll write my thank yous on that, on these. So it is cold here today. I have the heater on in the background. I don't know how much of it you can hear. I hope it doesn't really come through so much on the audio of this. But it's cold. And it's gonna be cold all week. Yeah. It's like February temperatures, but in January. And one of my new acquisitions this past year was some Sugar Bell bottles for my glue, which is nice. I kind of put it off for a long time, but then when I got them and saw like how much better everything worked in the piping bottle, I was like, why didn't I get these long ago? I don't know. Sometimes I just put things off. These are going to be so pretty. I love all the paisley. But yeah, I have a lot of plans on, well, the same plans I have every year, pretty much. Make more stuff and sell more stuff. So those are my two plans: make more stuff, sell more stuff. I've definitely taken some time over the past few weeks to get better organized. I have my craft room here, as you guys know, and if you've seen, I know I've done a video on it before showing the bonus room that's on the opposite end of the hallway as this craft room. I'm in one of the bedrooms and I turned that into my craft room. So the smallest of the bedrooms. And then I have the unfinished bonus room, which, guys, it's unfinished, unsheetrocked, unheated. Yeah. But that's where I have most of my supplies. And kind of like toward the end of middle to the end of 2024, when we really got into this school year, it was a lot more in-depth this year than it had been the previous year. So I had homeschooling and I had my morning job, and then I have this and Etsy as my side gig and hobby. But it was a little overwhelming this year to get all of that done and housework, and you know how it goes. So I didn't create as much as I wanted to. And so what I did was shopping therapy. Guys, you know, I love to thrift, and I have the most amazing transfer station, kind of like it's a place in the town where we take our recycling and our trash every week. And they have like a little swap shop there, which has been wonderful. They have, if you don't know, I have explained it before, but they have a little, it's a wooden, kind of like a watermelon crate, you know, that you would see watermelons or pumpkins or something come in at the grocery store. But it's like a pallet box. And people will throw in their unwanted books. And then, of course, from there, it goes straight to be recycled. They take the covers off of the hardcover books and compact the paper and the paperback books. And then it goes, you know, it's gone forever, gets recycled into something else. So when I go probably a couple times a week, I try to aim for 2 times a week, I always check those places and see what things are being thrown out. And I've had the opportunity to rescue some really amazing antique and vintage books and things like that. But then I come home and I put it aside, and it becomes a lovely little pile that I either will film like a Thrifty Thursday video, or it just kind of becomes a pile of unfilmed items. I also have a Goodwill pretty much right next to where I work every day. So a couple times a week, that sucks me in as well. And I have a wonderful, wonderful antique and rare bookshop that I visit almost every week. I do sometimes skip a week. But when I go down on Sundays, I travel like an hour to go to my home church down there. And when I'm down there, I love stopping in and seeing what they have. And they have a couple of wonderful dollar bookshelves, which are books that they've had in their collection for a while and haven't moved, and they just need to get the inventory down. And yep, I brought home lots of those books too. So 2024 was all about retail therapy for me. It was about thrifting, finding some awesome items and beautiful products. But it's not really sustainable to keep bringing things into the house if I'm not crafting with them or I'm not reselling them. So my resolution is to bring less in this year, to craft more, make beautiful items, and then either resell just the stock that I've picked up or beautifully crafted items. That's my goal. Now, that being said, I still have piles of things that need to be showcased in like a Thrifty Thursday. So like, if a month from now you're still seeing some thrifted videos, it's definitely because I still have things that haven't gotten filmed, and yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff. I'm also going to be doing more drop sales this year. I absolutely love the interactions and stuff that I have with people, the emails and comments that I've gotten, and I love doing drop sales. So I've already done one this year. Thank you everybody who has participated. That was great. I will continue probably. I would love to do at least once a month, a drop sale. Twice a month would even be better, but I don't want to put that pressure on myself. So yeah, that's another thing I'd like to do this year is more drop sales. They're always so much fun. Yeah. And let's see, what else? I have a lot of great themed journals that I'd like to get to. I don't know that I want to say any specific theme in case I don't get to it, but some that are floating around in my mind now are like kind of your classic evergreen style journals. So your cooking journals and your needlecraft, sewing themed needlecraft type journals. But I've got other ones too. I have some journals I need to finish up. I have one that I started last spring that is almost done. It really just has a few things that needs to be added to it. And I'm hoping that I can feature that one in my shop when it's done. I love it because it has a gorgeous patchwork cover that I made for it out of a fabric sample book. I was very, very proud of that cover. So yeah, very happy with that. I think I want to do this as the last one. I may have to cut down more of these, but I won't do that on camera. I think from here, what I'll do is just do my stitching and cutting and all of that stuff, and then I think we'll just be back when I'm ready to decorate these, which will be fun. All right, guys, I am back with all of these sewn. I tried a couple of different stitches with mixed results, so I'll show you those when we get to them. But I have some embellishments here. I also have this bag of embellishments that I can dive into. I have some of my fussy cuts here, and I've got like some burlap flowers, and I just brought a whole bunch of stuff over. So these were all cut out of a sewing pattern envelope. Oh, and this is another item that I recently acquired over the new year, a gift kind of to myself, and they're I think they're the 7-inch Tonic Studio Tim Holtz, like tiny paper trimmer. Nope, it's not a paper trimmer. It's like a fussy cut thing. Anyway, it's scissors. Trying to like find some fancy word for it. It's scissors, guys. And these are really, really cool. So both the Sugar Belle icing bottles and this were kind of like a few little upgrades that I did, and they're both definitely worth it. Totally. Don't know why I waited so long. Yeah, love them. So I have this one. I'm just starting to piece things together. I really love how this looks, but it's just, you know, it's just the paper, and I don't really trust it gluing it straight down here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna glue it onto like another thicker paper and then cut it out, and then it's a little bit stronger to glue onto here. I don't know if I'll end up fast forwarding any of this, but you guys will find out, because sometimes it takes me a while to figure out what I want to do, and I don't really just want to have all that airspace, like dead airspace. So, looking for my glue stick. Here it is. My desk is really, really a mess today, but that's pretty normal. Just gonna take this little area here and use it as a little glue mat. And I'm just using like the Elmer's Craft Bond Extra Strength. And yeah, hopefully this will stick pretty well. Forgive me if I'm a bit shaky. I I just had a second cup of coffee, but I've been running around and I haven't really had proper breakfast, so sometimes if I have too much caffeine, I get a bit shaky. Maybe this time when I cut it out, I can actually do a better job. I cannot cut a straight line. I just can't. All right. Carefully glue this guy. Oh, that means I'm gonna have to cut out inside of his arms again. That was really tricky. I did it, but it was really tricky. All right. Some good glue. All right, I still have this. Oops. You can see the edges of this wants to peel away still, despite the fact that I put the glue stick on there. So maybe just a dab of this on that corner. All right, let's try that. Okay, hang on, I gotta turn this off because it keeps turning on and off my little space heater that I have in here. And I know I should wait for this to dry, but I'm kind of in a hurry. Hurry-ish. I want to finish these tags so that I can include them because I need to get everything shipped by the end of the day. Luckily, my post office accepts packages all the way till 4 o'clock, which is nice. Where I used to live, they only accepted packages until noon. So that made it kind of hard to get stuff shipped, like to plan, you know. I'm probably gonna fast forward all of this fussy cutting part. You don't need to suffer through all of that. Better. All right. Definitely gonna need some ink to apply to the edges here, especially where I had to cut it out twice. But I think I can do it. Cut the paper, not yourself, my dear. So, let's see here. Yeah, even though this is a vintage photo and not anything darker, it still helps a ton to knock back that raw edge. Yep. Very good. And then the tricky part, to try to ink the inside. Sorry, I don't even know if I'm in frame. I apologize. There we go. Not perfect, but pretty good. And then just for consistency, of course, I'm going to ink all these pieces too. I haven't decided if I want an eyelet and some trim at the top, or if I want to sew on a tab or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but okay. How did I have this? I had him right here, this in the corner, and then this here, and I really like all that. I like the colors together and the placement. So I am going to go ahead and glue that all down. Perfect, and there's still enough room at the top. So if I want to put an eyelet, I can, or if I want to do something else with it, I can. But I like how that came out. That's nice. Let's see. I still have 3 other guys, but I don't have like the little pieces that go with. So we'll see if we can find something else. Let's see. Not pink. This one's got red in it and pink. Maybe. Or this green is not bad with that. And it's a much larger image. That's nice. I have this blue, which might look good on. But I need something else because it's a really small image. It's going to need something. I think that's probably going to get lost if I put it on there. Yeah, I experimented with some different stitches. These are very junk journal-y looking tags. They are definitely not perfect by any means. A couple of them I had to, not this one. This one I had to glue down underneath here because it just didn't catch on these 2 sides. And I didn't want to like do a double stitch around, so yeah. I mean, that might work too. It's got a more busy background, so I don't feel like I need to do too much more to it, except maybe put something here to cover his legs, or I can just cut them straight across, have him down here like this. I think that'd be cool. It's, you know, I think it's okay to be like a little bit more sparse with the decorations where we have that very strong paisley behind there. So I'm gonna go ahead and back him, cut him out, and then place him on here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and ink. I love ink. It hides a multitude of fussy cutting sins. Because I am not the best at fussy cutting at all. I do feel like with those new scissors, it helps a lot. I actually am able to get a lot more detail in my fussy cutting, but still, you know, especially where you're doing the 2 layers here, it's a little bit difficult. but that's okay. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. Okay. And which way do I want it? Going this way? I guess it doesn't really matter. This way, I think. Yeah. Sorry, perfectionist here. I could just leave it, but I really want to get that part. I feel like his outfit and like the whole like coloring and stuff goes kind of with this paisley, almost like it's like that 70s psychedelic, but you know, in a toned down paisley. But it evokes those vibes for me. So yeah, I like that. So we've got a couple done. And here's where it gets difficult, is where I branch out a little bit. Let's see. I mean, I guess I could keep going with the sewing ephemera. I do have some smaller sewing ladies here that I could bring out. That's gonna be too tall. All right, let's see. I'm bringing out a bunch of them. Oh, I've got little kids in here too. We'll see if any of them actually go. Oh, I just cut these out. And I have a project in mind, so I don't know. We'll see if I use any of them. Let's see what we have for colors of these three ladies, but that's, I think, too wide to put on the tag for sure. Even though, wouldn't that look super cute? The green and, well, the maroon's not really quite matching, but I have these two. They don't really match that. Let's see if there's anything else. There's so much length that comes with working with these fabric samples. I feel like that could go. I might even be able to go on something like this. Because she could definitely go on here, no problem. That would be perfect. Let's see. Probably not a lot of space directly under here for you guys to see all of these, but something like this. Is that too much? It's really busy. And again, these guys are just kind of a little bit off scale, as is her. I mean, that would work, but I don't really want that combination. I like this combination here. I like this combination here. You know what? This and this and this. I think these three here, I'm going to just put some coordinating fabric as tabs for these. And I don't think that I am going to put another image on these. I think the fabric here kind of speaks for itself. I did have the other paisley, but it was much more neutral. So I think that's why it worked with the other, with the image. But I think I'm going to put these aside and then I'm just going to do. So I might put one of these, like fabric, and then this in the middle. I think that that's probably what I'm going to do with those. So I'm going to set this aside for now. And I'm going to glue down these two. Right, I'm going to get these glued down. And yeah, show you the ones I've gotten done so far. Oh shoot, wait, I didn't ink it. I missed a very important step. Almost. Yeah, I'm excited having this first video of 2025. Got some goals. I'm not going to call them resolutions because you never know what's going to happen. And I feel like I don't want to have the pressure that comes along with that. I want this to be still as fun and organic as possible. And what I'm able to get done, I will get done. And if I don't meet some of these goals, it's okay. It's a very organic channel. I'm sure you guys know that by now. It's all very, very organic. I don't have a hard schedule as far as putting out my videos. I do like to have a Thrifty Thursday video out every week, but again, that's not a hard and fast rule either. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't have a ton of like tutorials or anything like that on this channel either. I have a couple I've done. I would definitely like to make more though. I have some fun projects that I've seen and saved from other creators that I would absolutely love to try. It'd be really fun this year. Make more journals / ephemera. Keep working on my quilt that I started at the end of last year, or toward the end of last year. That has been really fun. I've enjoyed using up my fabric samples that I've acquired, at least some of them, putting a little dent in what I have. And they're all very similar styles, I guess. So they go together well. A lot of it is linen. And I don't mean like kitchen linen, but I mean like actual like linen, the material. So that's fun. It's gonna make a nice crinkly quilt with that. All right, now we can glue her down. Let me know what kind of goals you guys have for this coming year as far as crafting. I'm sure there are many people like me who tend to bring home more than they craft with. So I know there are going to be a lot of people who, I think there's like isn't there like a movement like No Spend January or something? I think that Patty over from Possum Patty. I believe she's been doing like a no spend January, which is good. It's good to try to stash bust and shop your stash and craft your stash. Oh, I like that one. I like that one a lot. All right. I'm just worried that her head's going to come up. So, yep. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, and our last one on camera here. I'm going to hopefully finish up the other ones today. I just need at least enough for my orders, but I'm hoping that I can really add to my stash, have these ready to go for whenever anybody purchases items from me. What I had been doing is I had the bases already, and then anytime I got an order, I would just have to sit down and decorate each one like as they came in, which it just meant that this stuff was on my desk all the time. It means I had a ton of stuff on my desk all the time, and it was hard to really move, you know, through projects and stuff with that. But that's why I think this is going to be easier if I just get a whole mess of them made. All right, so I have these 4, hopefully you can see those, made right now. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the day working on this project and doing a little bit more schooling with the kids. And then get ready to make supper. So yeah, I'm happy. This definitely needs, these all I think are gonna get eyelets and some fun like seam binding or something, some trim. So yeah, thank you guys for coming along. Again, this is, do I have the paper? I have the paper somewhere. Yep. Ready, Set, Stash. And I did fabric tags this time. I love these. I encourage you guys to keep going with these. I know she had them for September, October, and November. But yeah, these are so fun just to keep going throughout the year. I want to make most, if not all, of these things eventually. I'm going to get another little star and glue it on here, and I'm going to try to fill up my bingo card. But anyway, yeah, I'll have Meg's channel linked in the description box below. And yeah, you guys have a great day, a happy new year, and I look forward to having more videos for you guys coming out. God bless you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.